hashtag live. If you are catching me in the replay, hit hashtag replay, and I will make sure to reply to all of your comments when I get a chance. So what's in my magical brew today? Today I am just drinking regular flavored water with a little bit of orange zest in it, just for metabolism. And to, orange is about being energized and clearing out kind of negative energy and just bringing your vibe up. I love anything citrusy in the morning. That's why I like lemons and oranges in my water to flavor that. So that is what I'm working with today. Nothing fancy today. I just wanted to come on and just, show you about what I use to plan my magical year for this upcoming year. That's 2021. Can you believe it? 2021. So if I'm looking to the side, it's because my notes are on the side. I just don't want to get off track. So let's go ahead and get started. So in the comments, though, type in, have you planned your magical year? Or how do you plan your magical year? So type in the comments how you actually plan your magical year, or if you even plan a magical year. Some people just don't. I am a calendar planner junkie. I have all kinds of planners. We're going to talk about what kind of planners I recommend, from the Muggle planners to the magical planners. So type in the comment what your favorite planner is to use for your planning, or also if you actually do plan your magical year. So let's go ahead and get started on my 7 ways to plan your magical year. The first one, what I do is I purchased my magical calendars, and usually I do this about 2 or 3 months out when they become available, so that way I'm not scrambling on when to get those here. So when they start releasing those, I look to see when they're available and I start purchasing them. So that way I have all of my supplies at one time. So I set a specific time out of my monthly calendar, my month usually in December, to plan this. I usually do it Christmas Eve if it's feasible. I don't have a specific day that you need to do this, but I usually kind of do it on the 31st or around the new moon, whichever one is more feasible to you and where you can do it. So I get all of my magical planners together, and I also look for magical planners that are new. Everybody goes to the Llewellyn, and we're going to talk about the Llewellyn ones, but there's some, great creators out there that have their own calendar that are not mainstream, that are not, mass produced. And we'll talk about which ones I like, and we'll talk about where to get those. So let's talk about first, which ones do I usually buy that are in my, arsenal. So type in the comments your favorite planner and what you use. I don't have one particular planner that I am very fond of. I have several that I always get, and I combine all the magic that's in both of those calendars, all of those calendars. So the first one that I like is the Llewellyn Witch's Companion. That has everything in it, and I use that with the combination of the Llewellyn Magical Almanac and then the Llewellyn Moon Sign book. If you're into moon phases, if you're into astrology, that moon sign book is amazing. Now, I live my life by the cycle of the moon, and we're going to talk about this too, and how to incorporate that into planning your magical year. But I don't know a whole lot about astrology. I know the basics. Is very, very intense and can be complicated. So I just want the basics of the astrology. But with the Llewellyn's moon sign, there's it gives you pretty good astrology also, and most of these do. And another one is an astrology book. that if you really want to dive deep into astrology and work with the astrology signs and the planets, that's another one to get. But those are, I usually get all of these except for the last one. I get the last one every other year sometimes, or I'll switch it out. The next one that I always get is the Farmer's Almanac. You can get those at any grocery store in the magazine aisle or in the checkout aisle. I like to work with the phases of the moon there. And I also like to work with, they have all kinds of kind of folk magic and folklore, like when to plant your crops, when to cut your hair, when to wean the cows, that kind of crazy stuff, you know. But I love the folk magic that goes with that. The wee moon calendar it's not really well known. Let me shut my blind a little bit. The sun's coming in. It's sorry y'all. This happens when you're live, right? It's more of an independent calendar, but I love it because it has independent artists doing their graphics, and also they have wonderful poems and wonderful writings and articles that you really don't find anywhere else, because it's very independent and a lot of artists in there that you really don't hear about. So I love that wee moon calendar. And the next one is for the tarot junkies. Now, I would add a tarot journal or a tarot daily draw or something with your calendar, or a monthly tarot reading, a tarot spread that goes along in your calendar. So, and it corresponds with what's going on that month. It could correspond with what Sabbath, what moon phase you want to concentrate, what workings you want to concentrate on for that month. So to recap, get Llewellyn, Witch's Companion, Llewellyn's Magickal Almanac, Llewellyn's Witch's Datebook, Farmer's Almanac, Wee Moon Calendar, and Tarot Journal. Now, you don't need all of these. I am a magical life coach, so I have to get the majority of these I get, because I need them for the academy, I need them for my clients, I need them for teachings. But by all means, do not feel that you have to get all of these. Now, most of these you can find online, or if you want to even not really promote, I wouldn't say the word promote, support. If you want to support more Etsy shops or more individual people who are not mass produced, Etsy is a wonderful place to go search for unique kind of almanacs and date books, calendars. Now, for the Muggle people, that I really like is the Happy Planner. And the Happy Planner is starting to become more magical and more woo-woo than it used to be. So the last 2 years I've got one, and I'll show you the cover of mine for this year is, this is the cover. Sorry about the glare, y'all. There we go. That's my wall you see in the background. Sorry about the glare. So they've become more magical. And I mean, the one last year was like the Stargazer one with all the moon phases and stuff in it. And I really like these. They're really motivational, and they're really, this is the back of it. It's called the Happy Planner. This is really good for Muggles. If you're not really sure that you want to bust out your witch's datebook, but you know, in front of everybody, but you want to bring in some magic into your planning, that is a good, really good one, is the Happy Planner. They got some really cool magical ones, and crystals and journaling and empowerment ones. And they have Facebook groups. You can go crazy with planning. They have YouTube videos on planning stuff. So you could really, really get lost really in planning. So, which is what I do. So number 2, you want to grab your favorite pins, stickers, incense, crystals, music, etc. before you plan your day out. You set aside a day. okay, that you're going to plan. And if you want to get your moon stickers, your Sabbath stickers, any holidays stickers, any appointment stickers, anything you want to manifest and put on to create your own individual styled date book, then you want to get that. You're setting the mood, you're setting the intentions, you're setting sacred space while you plan your magical year. Meditate once you get everything done, right? Set your sacred space, close the door, tell everybody you are planning, start your meditation music, and I want you to really meditate and find your power word or phrase for the year. So that way you set your intentions off on the new year on what you want to manifest. So you want to find your year, your word for the upcoming year. Okay. Number 4, go through each almanac and highlight, mark, whatever you want to do, your Sabbats, the moon phases you want to work with, and any magical dates that you are really drawn to that you need to work around, that you need to schedule around. Say, you have a specific birthday and it coincides with a Sabbat or something. You want to rearrange some stuff around so you can work on that ritual. Decide, number 5, decide what spells, rituals, or any magical workings that you want to concentrate on for those magical dates. For example, maybe you have Ostara coming up. What workings do you want to work around Ostara? Maybe you have a full moon in Pisces energy that you want to work around. What workings do you need to prepare for that? So you want to mark those calendar dates and be specific about what you're going to do to plan to bring in those energies into your magical planning and into that month. Number 6, and this is going to go with your tarot lovers out there, which I am a tarot junkie also. Grab your tarot deck. Now, this is the whole thing about planning. It's a sacred space, and I'm doing this in the academy so that my academy people get this for free, and we'll actually do rituals and stuff in there, and we're going to plan this out together. So, grab your tarot deck, number 6. And pull the card of the year. And you're going to figure out what energy comes up for that entire year. And sometimes you're going to get a Tower card and you're going to be, oh shit, I got a Tower card. Sometimes you'll get the Lover's card. Sometimes you'll get the Hermit card. So that just sets the energy of what you need to concentrate for that year. And number 7, journal what energy you want to release from the previous year and what you want to manifest this year or the upcoming year. For example, do you want to dive into certain practice? Maybe you're tired of Wicca. Maybe you're tired of casting. Maybe you're just tired of herbs and you want really being pulled to a different type of magic. What do you want to dive into this year? Do you want to come out of the broom closet this year? Maybe this is your year to step fully into your power and be who you are and witch out loud. Maybe this is the year you're going to freaking do it. So you want to work on that. Do you want to become a magical leader? Maybe you want to start leading circles. Maybe you want to start being more involved in the community. Maybe you want to start bringing other solitary practitioners together. Do you want to work with a certain deity this year? Maybe there's a god or a goddess calling to you. And that just goes back to tarot cards. Instead of pulling tarot cards, maybe you want to pull a goddess out of a goddess deck. Do you want to get certified in a course? Maybe there's a class, a course, a workshop, an academy, something that you want to actually dive into. And you want to come out of there and you say, I'm a certified circle leader. I'm a certified psychic coach. I'm a certified Reiki healer, crystal healer, chakra healer, shadow work healer, whatever you want to get a certified or get certified in. Work on that this year and look at some different classes, courses, and academies. So do your research on that. Okay. And one last thing, keep the journals, keep the date books, so you can reflect on how far you've come in your craft from the beginning to like where you are now. It's really fun and empowering to look back on where you started and where you are now. You will see you progress in your craft, and it's very empowering. It's very reflective. It's very much like, man, look how far I've come. So keep those journals, keep the calendars, and the calendars are really good because I have lots of tips and tricks and recipes. And if nothing else, you can just keep those for a reference. Okay. So those are my 7 ways to plan your magical year. So I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to reach out to me if you have any questions about mentoring or joining the academy. I am always here for questions. Hope you enjoyed this training, and witch on, everyone. Bye.